Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tea time. Whoa, okay. It is very morning. It is very morning for me. The time is 9:50. I woke up at 9:30. I was up till 1 and I slept in a bit. Didn't quite sleep the normal 7.5 hours. Slept more like 8.5 hours. In any case, I was up very late trying to finish the announcement video for Legacy of the Void Custom, which is very close to being done. So much close to being done that I need to make sure this video is ready so that as soon as they finish the last couple of tweaks they're doing, we can hit. Yeah, so that's why the bassy voice today. You can even hear it in my regular voice. It's still like cutting through the resonance, I think. I'm always afraid of saying anything on the internet. I am. Anything at all. Even if it's like something I studied in college, like music. I'm just like, oh God, but what if I'm wrong? Because the internet is like the super powerful device of like, say anything on the internet and you'll find out if you're wrong. You'll find out if you're wrong and you'll get like 10 different sources that prove it and stuff, you know? Not quite to that extreme. But I suppose if you had a big enough audience, then yeah, to that extreme. So in any case, being wrong on the internet is a thing. So I made this coffee. Okay, so when you make a coffee in a French press, I'm going to teach you how to make coffee in a French press, all right? Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. This is a French press. It's the most adorable French press in the world because it's tiny. Look at this tiny little baby French press. It fits about a cup of coffee, and that's what I drink in the morning. I'm not gonna like do 2 cups right away. I like to spread them out, so 1 cup at a time, right? What you do is you have this plungy thing in here, and you boil water. You put the coffee grinds at the bottom, and you take this off, right? Coffee grinds at the bottom. Put the boiling water in. You let it sit. This is the important part. You let it sit for 4 minutes, and you stir it. When the coffee grinds and the water start to mix up, you stir them around, up and down preferably, because you want to get the coffee grounds going, and not just staying on the top, right? You want them all up in there. You wait 4 minutes, and then you plunge it very slowly. And it presses all the coffee down to the bottom, the coffee grounds down to the bottom, and then here you have a nice cup of coffee that comes out the top. You get a little bit of graded action going on that you can see there, right? Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Not difficult process. However, this cup of coffee, which actually didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was. It tastes a little bit like water, but at least enough like coffee where it's not, you know? But I woke up and I was like, oh God, I gotta finish that video. And I was like, all right, okay, get the coffee and do the thing. And exactly like that, but in my head, not out loud. And I just, I just stirred it, and then I use the back of a spoon because that's just what fits in there, right? I stirred it, and then I put the back of the spoon. I rinsed off the back of the spoon and like wiped it off and put it back where it belongs. And I just plunged it, poured the coffee. It's like no waiting. And that's the brewing part. Like that's the part where where the water becomes coffee. Like that's the most important part. Most important part of the whole process. No, the most important part of the whole process. And I totally fucked it up. So this is basically flavored water. I can still kind of taste. I usually don't have 2 cups of coffee like right in a row, like I said, but I think I'm going to now, just because this is an inferior cup of coffee. You know, it's like going 0-3 in arena. You just don't want to end off on an 0-3. You gotta go again. You gotta find a way to get on another 150 gold and do it again. And just claw your way into at least one win before That's how I feel about O3s in Arena. So, making announcements of announcements. And this was a total, like, man, posture's a thing. This was a total, like, oh my God, sort of moment for me. Yesterday, I found out that, all right, this is, don't tell anyone, right? This is on the low channel, low number of subscribers, not too many people find out. You are the special people, right? You are the core, all right? So I'm gonna tell you. I think that Legacy of the Void model is gonna come out either today or tomorrow. Don't post this shit on Reddit. This is where you find out. This is where we find out if you're a good core. This is where we find out if you are the truly dedicated core of the JaKaTaK army. Right? Don't post this shit on Reddit, because people will freak out. Like, oh my God, today or tomorrow. That's what I think is gonna happen. But if I said that, and I was wrong, right? There'd be this disastrous thing, right? Like, oh God, oh man, you said, blah, 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 broken promises, and all these other things, right? So, I said, okay, we're going to give it a little bit of breathing room, right? For any of you who have been in some sort of environment where you have to create the deadline, you give yourself a little bit of breathing room, right? Or you just never hit the deadline, maybe. I don't know. It's like, there's a lot of little moving parts in there. So something could go awry, even something as simple as like, oh man, that file wasn't backed up and it got corrupted somehow and now we have to rebuild it. It's like, whoa. Unlikely. Most of the stuff that we have is on a cloud. But I don't know. There's always an unknown factor. So I like to plan for that. Okay, I said, I posted on Reddit. I said, all right, before the week's over, that gives us like double the time we need. Before the week's over, you'll be able to play Legacy of the Void mod. And then someone, a Baba, I'm not going to look up, it'll take too long. Will it take too long? This is the magic channel. Because you all are awesome and you let me get away with anything. Not absolutely anything isn't anything, but I mean, you guys are you're just cool people, right? Right? What was his name? Where is he? Baba the Sheep. I want to say Baba Black Sheep. Okay, Baba the Sheep. I'll show you. I brought it up on screen, right? Might as well. Personal information on here. No. There's not. Well, that could possibly be potentially. Okay. All right. All the emails to my mom are hidden. And. Nope. Damn it. All right. So left monitor, right monitor thing got fixed. I don't know when I fixed that, but I most definitely fixed it. In any case, he said, an announcement for that. Dang it, man. Another damn it, man, because before the week is up. Just post it when you know, ugh the hype. So, sorry, Baba the Sheep. And that's not like I'm sorry, but I made the best decision and you're wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not realize what I was doing. I really didn't. And then he's like, you're making an announcement. I was like, oh my God. I have been frustrated like Baba the Sheep before. I have been in that same position. And then I did it to a whole bunch of people. It's like, oh God. Oh man. Thank you, Baba the Sheep, for helping me realize mistake. But now I understand. And this is where we get into the, of the matter. For whatever that is meaning. The reason why I made that announcement is because I have this pressure coming in from emails, from just people on my Skype list who are like, hey man, hey, give me some inside info. When's that Legacy of the Void mod finishing? Oh, people on Twitter, hey, when is it finishing? Come on, man, give me a day. Just, and it's coming in. That's all good natured and fun, and no one's meaning to do it, but I'm just like, okay, people are really excited for this project. I have to let everybody know as soon as anything happens. I have to let people know. I have to be like, all right, there was a small glitch where there was a part of the Herc model that was not team colored, and now it is. Oh, I gotta let everyone know me, you know? Like, I feel like I have to update everyone on the tiniest thing because they're always like, hey, man, what's going on? And when is it going to be done? And that's the main thing. It's sort of like, when is it going to be done? Like, give me a date. And the funny thing about that is if I give you all a date that it's going to be released, I have to account for, like I said before, I have to account for the unknown. I have to account for extra things in that date. And you, as a result, get Legacy of the Void mod later than you would if I didn't give you a date. But a date, you, the proverbial you, not necessarily you, the core group of JaKaTaKers, you know, want a date. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm just not that into you, you know? And I try to give the information that's sort of concrete, you know? So it's like, hey, these are the things that we're working on. These are the things that we've completed. Do your own best estimate so I don't have to. I promise I'm going to get it out as soon as I can. You know, that kind of a thing. And that's what it is. I did it. I made an announcement of an announcement. And I will not be making any more Legacy of the Void announcements on Reddit or anything like that. I'll talk to you guys. I'll tell you guys, because you guys are special. Today's like the you guys are special episode. It is because I'm realizing that's part of like this whole thing, because I'm realizing like the specialness of this channel, and I want to enjoy it while it's still around before it blows up and becomes this giant thing and I can't do stuff like this anymore. Or who knows, maybe I can still do stuff like this anymore. Maybe I'll just keep doing it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm still kind of torn on what to do for content going forward. It's tricky. Do I take this channel and make it the new channel? I mean, I've got a head start, right? Been making videos on this channel for a while. Do I keep it a separate thing and I make Tutorial Central, like youtube.com/Tutorial Central? That just covers multiple games, or do the multi-game thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it on one channel. So far, the arguments that people have given me, like either in the YouTube comments or otherwise, have been very strong on the just do it in one channel, makes sense, online marketing, strategy, good, you will win with this strategy, you know, versus it's a pirate deck. That's cool. I'm making a pirate deck, by the way. It's going to be great. I'm going to make the greatest pirate deck that's ever been made. Aha! But seriously, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Hold me to it. Yeah. I think that's all. So thank you all for being wonderful and special like you are. Thank you all for not posting that out of context onto Reddit. And I think tomorrow. Wait, maybe we could do this. No. I was going to announce what I was thinking about talking about tomorrow, but that would be like an announcement of announcements, so. I'm learning. All right. Excellent talking with you, hanging out with you. I have 27 minutes of audio to finish editing. I think I'm like 90% done that, and then I have to search for all the visuals that we're going to put up to it. Exister may or may not be helping me out with that. He did give me one awesome graphics to use, and he said that he was going to find some other stuff for me as well. So we'll see. If he does, that speeds up the process, which is wonderful. If not, no problem. Perfectly capable of finding all the visuals on my own. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Legacy of the Void mod pretty soon.